So today I want to welcome you guys. Today I'm talking with Jen Cassavant, who supports women in the ways to help them feel more steady and manageable. She she does this primarily with women over 40 or over, but she's got a few good men in her group. They she helps them feel great in their body and once and for all eliminating the emotional anguish and shame for being overweight so they can live a life that fulfills them in their body, that they love their body. Her strategies include a low carb ketogenic lifestyle coupled with personal development techniques to guide people to know themselves authentically. Love it. They reclaim their power and create a life experience they desire. As a certified ketogenic lifestyle coach and a transformation coach from the Napoleon Hill Institute, she's certified to teach the 13 success principles of Napoleon Hill's iconic book, Think and Grow Rich. You can see that behind her
There we go.
shoulder.
That's
So
right.
let's dive in. Jen, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today. And I'm so excited because I know a lot of people, women in particular, have a lot of body shame. And because of a lot of people that I know have trouble with like the yo-yo, their body kind of gets big and then small, and it's constant angst over that.
Mhm.
So I figured that's who you kind of work with. And so what do you see as the cause for that going on with women nowadays?
Desire.
Desire
I
for
think
trouble.
everything from what I've learned everything starts with desire. Why are you doing it? Did you make a decision? I look bad, so I'm going to lose weight, so I'm going to beat my body up and exercise and starve myself.
Uh-huh.
That's a loop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who can sustain that? I
Right.
couldn't. I couldn't. I lost 175 pounds,
Wow.
but I lost the same 35 pounds 5 times.
Well, that's a story of a lot of people.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
get it. I get
Yeah.
it. And I was even a coach, and I had one of my clients who's a dear friend now. Now, she asked me this question. It was the best question. She said, Jen, why do I know this? I know how to do this. It makes me feel great. I look better. I feel better. I'm so proud. I just don't do it. And I said, that is a damn good question. So I went out and I found out why. And it's subliminal, subconscious thinking,
Right.
it's programming.
Yeah.
So we need to rip out the old programming and put in new programming. And the first step
Yeah.
from Napoleon Hill is desire.
Interesting. So coming from a place of desire, not a negative like shame or blame or
Or
unworthiness.
not need. I need to lose weight.
Oh, right. That's even more simple, more grounded.
Wants are stronger than needs. I
Hmm.
need to quit smoking. I have lung cancer, but I really want that cigarette. So your wants can be constructive or destructive.
Yeah, that's interesting because when I think of it, I think of a need as being stronger than a want. However, I see your point on that.
No,
Yeah.
needs, wants are
But besides
stronger.
like breathing and
Mhm.
eating and, you know,
Right. Yeah. And then, talk about eating. What are you going to eat? I want that cake. I need to eat this.
it's all around you all the time too. So that's got to be a challenge. How do you make a meal for your family and still make it healthy for you? I mean, I'm sure you deal with that a lot.
Well, you take the rice out of the picture, you take the potato out of the picture.
Mhm.
I make a lot of things that are low carb ketogenic that my family prefers. I make an amazing lasagna with you're telling you're going to die. No noodles. I use sliced turkey breast as my noodle. And my family won't eat anything else but this lasagna. And we have it every year for the holiday, and they look forward to it every time. And not only do I make one, I make two so I can freeze one, which is another strategy I teach my clients, is always cook in bulk. But yes, so there's ways around it. And we need to teach our kids that they don't need to eat 350 grams of carbohydrates every day,
Right.
which is really the epidemic and the poisoning. Well, I could go there, but I won't, of America. And then take medication, take medication, take medication.
Yeah.
So a
Right.
lot of it deals with chronically high insulin levels that ends up manifesting in certain ways. So if I said, Sally, when you think of chronically high insulin, what's the first disease you think of for people?
I think of diabetes.
Type 2 diabetes. Well, it's not number one on the list.
Mm.
Alzheimer's, rheumatoid arthritis, any kind of inflammation. I mean, we could
Inflammatory
go,
response. Yes.
yes, you
Certain
could
forms
go,
of cancer, no doubt, are included
cancer,
in that.
yes. And I'm just going to drop this caveat. I believe it's been done by design. But now the food pyramid did turn upside down, whether you're happy about that or not. My community is very happy about that, that the little 3 grains of rice are at the bottom and protein is at the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
Protein is at the top. Now, I'll just leave that there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and I've always heard, eat food, eat real food, and stay away from white.
Yes, it's a
And
great place to start.
so it's a nice, easy place, but you're going, hey, I can even guide you with recipes and lifestyle choices and mindset choices that'll
Well,
help move you past. Oh, so you start with the mindset, right?
well, here's the thing,
Tell me.
Jen, how come I know this and
Yeah.
I won't do it?
Yeah.
And I went on a deep dive and it changed my life in
Mm,
every way. And I still am low carb keto. And I've been told I had gestational diabetes. By the time your daughter's 10, you will have full blown diabetes.
mm,
She's 21 and I don't.
mm. And you look fabulous,
Thank
I
you.
must add.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I'm 58, feeling great. But I've done it with low carb lifestyle. And I'm not saying carbs are bad, but once you're insulin resistant, and people need to know this, once you are insulin resistant, there is no cure for that. There's
Right.
only reversing disease process. Now, if we hadn't chronically raised our insulin for so long over long periods of time, well, then that would be a different story. And I do think people can end up being metabolically fluid. They can go into carbs and, eating the right kind of carb at the right proportion. And people will say, well, it's like a part-time job. And my answer is yes. Yes, it is.
If it's your health, it's worth it.
Well, yeah. Or I can just take insulin, or I can take a GLP-1. That's my new competitor.
Oh,
But they're beneficial in ways too.
yes.
They are, but everything has a benefit, but we don't need to rely on it. And you know, my daughter has Crohn's disease, and I know that's her way of insulin resistance manifesting in her body, because it's a what's that called? Where your body with the inflammation.
Oh, it's autoimmune.
That's the one. Thank you. It's an
Yeah.
autoimmune disease. I didn't know that. But it
Mm,
is because of chronically high insulin levels, because I didn't feed her properly. So when you say, how do you feed your family? Well, I try to go
yeah.
into a more of a high protein diet or
Yeah.
meal. So you're satisfied and you're not grabbing for a cookie and you're not eating a huge piece of pie, or even have those things around their treats.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, you've given us a lot of tips here. But if you had to pick one, what would you say? What would be the
Well,
top one?
for keto or mindset,
Ooh. Yeah.
mindset
Well,
is, what do you want? And if you ask people, what do they want? Do you know what the number one question is? The answer is, I just want to be happy.
mm,
Okay. Okay, well, let's get more specific than that. People don't know how to get, I didn't either. I
Yeah.
didn't either. So it turned into the question of, I want to know what I want.
Ah. So sit down and ask the 7 questions. And why do you want to be happy? And why do you want that?
And
And why
what
do
would
you
it
want?
be? What would it look like?
Yes. What
And
would it
write
look
it
like?
down with
Mhm.
a pen, a blue pen particularly, and a piece of paper, and birth it into this dimension, this reality that you can touch it, see it, smell the ink, read it every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. Auto suggestion, third
Yeah.
principle, second principle in his book. Okay, no, third principle in the book. What do you want? Faith, believe you can do it.
Uh-huh.
Third principle, auto suggestion, over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Because how did we get to where we are? We told ourselves the same lies over and over and over and over and over. So that's, you have to reverse engineer that.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to rewrite it. You have to rewrite it.
That's
Well,
right.
I can definitely tell you're passionate about this. And it's made a difference for you. So that's what's fabulous. It's gotten you healthy, off any kind of worry for diabetes, which is fabulous. And
I
I
know.
know, like you said, I mean, I don't know exactly, but isn't diabetes now tied with heart disease or something? I mean, I know they're closely related. I think a lot of people, this is a definitely worth a lot of people checking out and experimenting with, even if it might not be exactly their lifestyle choice. Um, because yeah, I could just say from what I understand, some people need to have some sort of carbs because of their energy. Some people are drained, and you found that's not the case for you. You tend to be okay with that,
Well,
and your clients do too.
okay. So what's the one thing people can do? See how many carbs you are eating. And when I give this to somebody, I give this exercise to somebody, it's always 300 or plus. Always. And then I'll say, can you get it down to 200 or 100? So then you have to make up for it in different macro, right? Protein,
Yeah.
fat, or carb. And generally, protein, right? Your body's made of protein. It makes sense to feed it protein to rebuild itself
Mhm.
and see how you feel. Find out where the little hidden ingredients are and
Yeah.
just see. So when you go and look at what you're eating, you're not drifting from meal to meal. You know,
Hmm.
most people just drift over here and drift over there. My client today said, can I ever have shredded wheat again with berries on it and skim milk? And I was like, well, we're not doing that at this time. It's high in carbohydrates, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's that's not the game. And it's just a strategy. I want to go back and say one thing.
Okay.
Keto is just a strategy. All diets work. All diets work, okay? And it comes down to, oh, see, I raised my
That's
hand.
okay. It'll go away.
Yep. It's calories. They all boil down to calories. Calories in, calorie. It's the math box, Sally, right? If you
Hmm.
will. It's the
Hmm.
math box. Calories in, calories out. Keto is just a strategy where you restrict your carbohydrates to 20 or below, depending on the person, you find yours. So your body goes into ketosis.
Hmm.
Ketosis is a metabolism where your body burns fat for fuel. And you can get there in 3 days. If you can sustain it 4 to 6 weeks, you can shift your metabolism to become a fat burner. Your body likes to burn carbohydrates. They burn hot, fast, like twigs on a fire.
Yeah.
What we're trying to do is get that big log smoldering inside of your metabolism. So it's just a strategy. So if you're paleo, you're vegan, whatever you are, as long as your calories are, you will lose weight.
Yeah.
But my big question is, why are you doing it? What's your desire? That can be to sustain you for the loop of the gain, and lose cycle.
Yeah. And that's where you come in getting people's mindset in the right place, clearing out the old baggage that's keeping them in that
Yeah.
loop
Hmm.
of losing that same 35 pounds
Over and over. Yep.
over and over. Yeah. So I really want to thank you. Now, I'm going to ask a question that um, is a little bit of a push
Okay.
because being from the medical side of things, I've heard of people going into ketosis and having difficulty with that. Like it's a health strain for them. So is there anything that you have your clients kind of pay attention to? I mean, I'm sure you monitor that and make sure that things are going okay. But is there anything if a listener says, wow, I want to try that and has nothing but what you're saying today? What would you have them look for to make sure they weren't going over the top on the ketosis?
Well, I'll tell you something. Ketosis is a stressor. Exercise is a intentionally induced stressor to
Yeah,
push your body to rebuild itself.
right.
So to go into ketosis, you're switching metabolisms.
Yes.
So it doesn't always feel good.
Okay.
It
So,
doesn't always feel good, but it takes 4 to 6 weeks to become fat adapted. Now, can they up and down their carbs? Track what you're eating, see how you're feeling. Do you need to get over a hump? Yeah. But my experience is the people that do the best who go down to 100 carbs for a week, then they bring it down to 75, then they take their time and
mm,
they are let their body adjust and their keto flu symptoms are less. And yes, you do have energy dips because your
yeah.
body was counting on those carbs to burn, right? And
Hmm.
now it's like, where do I go? Oh, I'm going
Yeah.
to burn protein. Oh, I don't want to burn protein. It's too cost effective, right? It wants to rebuild itself and it takes more energy to do that. So
Yeah.
then it'll say, okay, I'm going to tap the fat stores. And you do get energy dips. It happens. Not all the time. Happens with me. I definitely get keto flu. I'm familiar with I get the headache and everything. Um, and electrolytes are not negotiable.
Uh-huh. So
Yeah.
that would be the tip to to make sure that you've got those. And you have like, and we all know it's better to work with somebody who can pay attention and see from the outside
Yes.
what I would be missing on the inside, right? So somebody's watching me and saying, "Ooh, maybe let's not go this fast," or something like that. And that would be the skill that you would have in your work with people.
Yes, but some people go to the gym and they go to pick up 600 pounds right away, too.
Oh, well, yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? But
I
yes,
got to
no,
get in shape for this. I got to get in this little black dress by Friday.
exactly. Yeah. And so then they stop eating and there's all these. No, yeah, no, mine's a year-long program, as you know.
Ah,
It's a
okay.
year long. I found I was doing 1 month. Day 31, they'd eat everything they could get. Oh my God. I'm like, okay, no, no, I don't do that anymore. So then now I started a 3 month program
Yeah,
that people would sign up twice and then they wanted more because 3 months you turn the corner.
yeah.
6 months you're really on your own. And then those last 6 months, you really get to be metabolically fluid and you are different
Right.
cellularly on a cellular level. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's so great to have that support for a whole year.
Yes.
That's a super idea. I don't think that happens very often. I think people are like most coaches are like, here you go, 3 months, and then you're out of here.
Yeah. No,
So
no.
I'll make sure people get your information in the description. We're
Thank
going to have
you.
a free resource posted in there. You guys are going to love it. Check it out. My friend Jen here. So I have to thank you really so much, Jen. This has been so fabulous.
Thank
And
you,
if you're,
Sally.
yeah, no, it's been a pleasure. So if you're watching this conversation, and it supported you at all, that is why this channel exists. I'm sharing conversations with people like Jen who help women feel more steady in areas of their life, any area. And like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. It might be exactly what you need next. So thank you very much and share this with someone you love.